on outside.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Miami Dolphins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And an early how do you do right there, as they're going to bury him in the backfield. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Duggan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Duggan. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Flushed out right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now 3rd down and very long. Murray now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Hey, Chris.
The 6-yard line.
Check alert. Check.
Again, it's Gibbs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
60 Vikings. Cut 19. 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Luke Schoonmaker with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Now, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention that they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And some room to work. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And he'll be taken down at the 34. They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. To throw, it's Murray. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Slot man moves right. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Murray now, 3rd and goal. That's complete right around the 8. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Now Sam Sloman is on. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing, Duggan. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. DK Metcalf, 71 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll look to set up his blockers. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just
taking it right down Broadway. Now inside the 25. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Not sure exactly what he saw that made him decide to hand it off, but a great decision and a fantastic run.
From our vantage point, what he saw was a defense that got out of its lanes, got out of its gaps, and they were pretty much running to the quarterback, viewing him as the bigger threat. And look at that wide open space, and he rumbled for big-time yardage.
Gibbs, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Duggan to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Play fake. Murray. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure they're friends from the defensive side of the...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way down to the 35. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Eluding the pressure right. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he will find his man on the outside. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Being chased out left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the 1st time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Third down and 13. Duggan will look to throw this. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep, and that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
To throw is Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on fourth and long. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Come on.
Murray going to throw. A throw out wide going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Murray now on first down. His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
2nd and 5. Now Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Staying on his feet, trying to improvise. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Duggan now to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Here's Murray. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Gibbs straight ahead. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. And now they're in the hurry-up. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Back to throw it, Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Murray to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Davante Adams, 39 yards. And the Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
19 Tiger.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. They juked him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
41-yard line.
Duggan looking to throw. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught. He got it in the end zone. So instead of trying to get 1 point closer, they roll the dice on the fake and come up with 2. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Murray flips his forward on the jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. To throw is Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Back to throw, Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Now Murray. And it's caught. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Dolphins 22.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Alert! Alert! Reload! Reload!
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And this is four-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission.